receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle on deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to
so they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Flushed out right. He can run for, and he will have a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. The Ducks going to line up here and go for the 2-point conversion.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the hands.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Offside defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now another timeout called for by offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Kelly. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Now LSU's punter getting set as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The Ducks going to line up here and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Kelly. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Thomas. Here he lost the football. The defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
A fumble on the play.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it. Yeah. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. The 20. There he goes right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He's up across the 25 and down at at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He was brought down at the 28.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And 7.
From the gun, Thomas. Left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
1-yard line.
LSU with a 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Kelly. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Thomas. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Oregon ready to start their drive, and it certainly looks like they're going to be playing again next week for a national championship. They have dominated this semifinal. All the way down to the 29. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This young quarterback does have a support system. He actually heard from Marcus Mariota on social media earlier in the week. Marcus not playing tomorrow, but his Titans host the Colts in their season finale. But you can bet that he's likely glued to his TV set in Nashville watching this one. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. Back now here on EA Sports.
32.
As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And he's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury. Some teams are just like that. You know, some
oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run him. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Pass that's right. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. The Ducks going to line up here and go for the 2-point conversion. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point. Conversions as he is in to get him 2 more.
Tigers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Well, this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
To throw is Thomas, operating from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
They'll run with Kelly. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Kelly, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and get enough confidence to make a play?
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Thomas. Throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what...
He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Thomas's pass intended for...
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got Bennett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Thomas now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to get a score back.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Oregon Ducks are moving on to play for a national championship.
You all right?
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as it's the USC Trojans taking on the Oregon Ducks. Wonder if this pressure is perhaps getting to this young Oregon quarterback. They trail at the break. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Ducks have the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
That's a 43-yard
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
1st and 10.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A 2-yard touchdown. to throw here on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29.
That's good.
And a huge play that time. 45 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The coverage may be too good. USC going to line up and try the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for two. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. That's going to feel like a long flight up the coast for the Oregon Ducks. Their dreams of a national title ending here tonight on the turf of Levi Stadium as they fall in this national championship.
Vaughn, those two shares special. And although there was only one heartbreak kid out there.
We really wanted to win this one for Tommy, but,
Hey,
you know.
it might not be as nice as theirs, but it's something at least.
Thanks for coming, man. Means a lot.
I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. How could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's going to be right as rain.
I just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
I appreciate the faith, Coach, but... So, the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me. No. And I don't mean to sound grateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check go. Yeah. Woo. Ready up. Well done. Go. We're almost there. A little more. Hey, Panther 6. Hut, hut. Woo. Yeah. Here we go. Shaq. Yeah. Ready. Woo.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, And we're back in the fourth round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some...
Start your week by installing your game plan.